Good morning, YouTube. Hey, I noticed yesterday I made a little mistake on there, which I do upload some of this stuff to Facebook. However, that wasn't a Facebook. I didn't mean that one for Facebook, but hey, that just goes to show you that I don't edit none of that. Everything's a one-time take, and that's that. But anyway, hope everybody's doing okay today, and I hope everybody's weather's better than what ours is here in southeast Missouri. It's a mess. Uh, Yesterday morning it was 20 degrees warmer than what it was this morning. We was having 60, mid 60 degree weather, it seemed like. And then all of a sudden, wham, bomb falls back out of it. We're below 40 again. But, I think Mother Nature's a little bit bipolar. But, sorry about the video being kind of dark. I mean, it is midday. Mid-morning, 8:20 in the morning. It's just really cloudy. But just thought I'd come on and kind of keep in touch with the people that subscribe to me, and I appreciate every one of you. Tell other people about it. If you like this channel, tell other people, hey, this guy sometimes can be a little bit dull, a little bit crazy. Sometimes I can talk about things that's important. Sometimes things are just entertaining. But today, this video, I just wanted to reach out and tell people, hey, don't let people hold you down. Don't let them tell you can't do something. And if there's any kids out here watching this, hey, remember, even when nobody else thinks you might be able to do certain things, you can do it. You just got to work for it. I got a couple of nephews that watch this. What's up, guys? How you doing? My daughter says she looks at them or listens to them sometimes, but, if she is, hey, what's up? But, yeah, just don't let people hold you back. Don't let them tell you, oh, well, you can't do this. You're not smart enough to do this. Or you don't have enough education for this. Or you don't know what you're doing on this. Well, you may not know what you're doing. That's why you got to learn. That simple. Don't let them say, well, if you only knew what you're fixing to go through and what this and what that. Well, ask them. What is it I've got to go through? Explain to me tell me what your situation was, and just maybe on an outside chance, I might be able to hopefully get away from some of that or prevent some of that from happening if I know what's going to happen or see it fixing to happen. I got a nephew that's wanting to join the NFL, become a professional football player. As long as he stays determined, he can do that. I have a nephew that I'm not sure really what he's wanting to do anymore. One time he wanted to be a rapper. He could do that. He could really do that if he really wanted to do that, I guess. But he's got a lot of work he's got to do it. Just like my other nephew was wanting to be a football player. He's got a lot of work ahead of it. My daughter's talking about wanting to become a cardio surgeon and I forgot the exact name, but it's a brain surgeon. She's got the intelligence to do it, but she's got to work to do it. It's not something that's going to come easy. My goals, on the other hand, was set a little bit lower. Well, in a way, my goals in life when I was young, of course, things were different back then in them days. I wanted to drive a truck. That's what I do now. I also wanted to be a professional wrestler. I did that to a point. I was a big fish in a little pond, so to speak. I wrestled professionally for 17 years on the independent circuit. Running from Arkansas to Tennessee to Kentucky, Illinois, and something in Missouri. I made a decent little name for myself. But one of these days I'll do a video about my wrestling. Talk about how I got to go through it and do it. But life goes on. Now I'm retired from that. Got to where the arthritis wouldn't let me do what I needed to do because I was in too much pain. So people call me being a sissy. Maybe. That's okay. I'm also a biker. I still ride when I can. Granted, I haven't got to ride much in the last 8 months. But I like to ride. Someday, hopefully in the near future, I'll get to ride some more. I know I've been beat up and banged around and kicked across the room, so to speak. But it's okay. I can teach some things I cannot teach. Whether people realize it or not, I only have a 7th grade education because I was so high strung and thought that I had to always want to fight or always had to fight because if not, people was going to run over me. There's other ways around that. It cost me my education. I costed me my education. No one else did. Granted, I've taught myself a lot of different things over the years. And I've done the things, I've lived my dreams even with that little bit of setback. And that's kind of my point to these kids out here. There's certain things you've got to go through high school with good, decent grades. You've got to go through college and, graduate from college. Always have a backup plan. Always. If you can't be a surgeon, be a nurse practitioner or a doctor, just a regular doctor. If you can't be a professional football player, hey, get your bachelor's degree. Get your degree in business. Something. Just something. If you can't be a rapper, it's okay. Get your bachelor's in business or whatever degrees. Whatever degree else you want to do. Engineering, whatever. Because the only person that's ever going to hold you back is you yourself. No one else will. It's you. You're going to hold you back. And only you can stop you from doing what you want to do. not your parents. Once you get grown, your parents ain't gonna have you can't your parents can't tell you unless you living under their home and they're under their roof. Still, your parents can't tell you, oh no, you can't go to college. I don't think of too many people that I know of that would tell their kids they can't go to college. They may tell that child that, okay, well, yeah, go to college, get your education, get yourself set up. They may say, well, but you're going to have to pay for it because I don't have the money. And that's okay. But don't let your childhood or things that's been negative that's happened to you in your life affect you thinking that you can't do things. Because that's bogus. Everybody has troubles. A lot of people out here has their parents that leave. Parents that don't have nothing to do with them, that become estranged parents. Understand you have parents also that come up that whether they're your biological parent or not don't always matter, because it don't take a biological parent to be your parent. Your mom or your dad or whatever. It's the person that's trying to help take care of you, that loves you, that cares about you. It has nothing to do with if my mom would have stuck around, I could have done better in life. It's not necessarily true. Or if my dad would have stuck around, I wouldn't have gotten all this trouble. That's not true. My mom and dad split up when I was 5 years old. I turned out just fine. Love my mom and I love my daddy to death. I was one of the fortunate ones in that situation. But before you try to play that card, say, oh, my mom and dad split up. My mom left me or my dad left me. Here's the card. They left me. They're out of here. My life is going to suck now because my mom and dad didn't love me to stick around. That's not always the case, ever. Sometimes, on an outside chance, you will have a situation to where these people may or may not be here. They may or may not be what you want. They may or may not be where you want them. But I will tell you this. No matter what, you're the only one that can decide how your life goes. Just like bikers. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people look at us bikers as, oh, this person's a criminal. He's a motorcycle club member. I'm a motorcycle club member. I work my butt off every day. Just to support my family. Because I love my family. Think that all motorcycle clubs are just an organized crime syndicate. That's not the truth. Could I choose my life to be different? Yeah, I could have chosen my life to be different. I very well could have. I could have chose for my life to be a lot better in some ways. I could have chose for my life to be a lot better in some ways. But the one thing I will not do is sit here and blame other people for my life choices. It really burns me up whenever I hear you get these parents that kill their own kids. And then they say, well, some of them, not all. Then some of them, you hear them say, well, my parents didn't treat me right. My parents abused me. My parents whooped my butt. Hello? I got my butt whooped. I didn't kill my kids. I have no desire to hurt one of my kids like that. Ever. Only have 12 of them. Just saying. And even when I'm very upset with my kids, would I take a bullet for them? Would I lay my life down for them? Yeah, I would. Even when I'm mad at them. Because in my opinion, that's what defines as a parent. The fact that they try to take care of their kids. They try to be there for their kids. Irregardless of what everybody else says or thinks. There's parents that give their kids up because they can't afford to take care of them. I can understand that, at least to a point. But why can't you take care of that kid? Is it because you're strung out on drugs and just don't and can't get a job? Or you choose not to go to work? To me, that's not a reason. There's no reason for that. It's called get off your butt and go to work. Get off the drugs. Go to work. Said earlier in this video, I have a 7th grade education. When my boys were small, I was working 2 to 3 jobs. Most time it was 2 jobs, but I'd pick up side jobs sometimes just so I'd have money to go do stuff I wanted to do as well. But my family always came first. Still do. Now, was there some kind of chain of events that caused you to become disabled? Okay, I understand that. I really do. But did you go through the proper steps? Did you reach out to family for help? Or did you just get depressed and say, I can't do this? And give your child up to the other parent or whatever, which is something that, at least that's better than foster care. Sometimes. But don't ever just give up on your child because you think you're not good enough. And you kids out here, don't ever give up on yourself because one of your parents aren't there in the picture. Don't ever play that card. Well, I would have done better if my mom or my dad was here. Because that's a cop-out excuse. And I've heard kids say, well, I don't have a mom or I don't have a dad. Yeah, you do. Whether you want to accept it or not, you do. So with that all being said, I guess I'm going to end this video right at 20 minutes. I just got to ranting and raving. Hope it's not too long. Hope I don't lose everybody's interest. But that was just from the heart. Everybody take care out here. If you're out riding on your twos, be careful. People that's riding in these cagers, 4-wheel cars and trucks. Hey, watch out for us. We got families at home as well. Most of them just going from point A to point B to work and home and trying to get our family took care of. It's like everybody else. But as always, keep your knees in the breeze. Till next time. Catch you later.